take it as read?
I'd like to read it, please, Chair.
Please do so.
The cost of the premium greenway service was slashed by the last Labour administration from £96 to £42 on the 28th of February 2020. The then portfolio holder for environment, the late councillor Danny Cohen, remarked in a press release, "We recognise that many residents want the convenience of being able to recycle their garden waste from home. The cost has been too high for too long, and we have listened and responded to our residents." Does the portfolio holder for environment consider the proposed above inflation increase of 14.29% for the greenway service the largest percentage increase in the analysis of fees and charges, mean that the Conservative administration has stopped listening to residents and failed to spread increased charges more evenly across the board?
Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Councillor Hurst.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Foreman. A regular and reliable collection of green waste is a valuable service provided to Harlow residents, and the service is considered important by residents and by myself, the portfolio holder, as well as the wider administration. There was no increase in the charge to residents last year for this service, despite there being a 7% increase in the charge made to Harlow Council for the provisions of this service. It is anticipated that the price of the council will increase again and will be effective of the 1st of April, and this will be in line with the consumer price index at that time. The increase is proposed in the council fees for the charge for 2023-2024 is the equivalent of an increase of 50p per month for the household who chooses to use the service, and this is, in my opinion, remains a good value for money for residents.
Thank you, Councillor Hurst. Mr. Foreman, do you have a supplementary question that you wish to ask?
Yes, I do, Chair. Given that many pensioners use this service and the fact that there were so many other charges that were the council kept to no increase at all, I'm just wondering what impact assessment was made of the increased charges to see whether or not they disproportionately affected any particular vulnerable group in our town. So what assessment was made of the impact of vulnerable groups when these increased charges were made? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Foreman. Councillor Hurst, I'll hand back over to you.
In terms to impact, I would have to get back to you to see. But in terms of actually talking to residents, and I have been out in many wards this week, the residents still believe it's value for money, and many of those being pensioners that I was out this week talking to, that they still value their time and the pressures on their vehicle and the actual cost of petrol to actually outweighs it, in the sense that 50p is a good cost to have.
Thank you.